Summer loving. Jared and Ivanka stroll hand in hand in DC as they enjoy quality time together before heading to Stephen Mnuchin's lavish wedding. Love is definitely in the air for Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. The pair were seen strolling hand in hand as they soaked up some summer sun in DC before attending U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin's lavish wedding Saturday evening. Ivanka and Jared gazed in one another's eyes as enjoyed some quality time together during their walk around their high-end neighborhood. Jared wore a sky blue button-up with off-white pants as his wife donned a white tank top with a high-low yellow skirt. Scroll down for video. The couple put on a loved-up show as they laughed at each other's jokes and enjoyed their downtime before heading back home to get glammed up for Mnuchin's wedding. Jared even wrapped his hand around Ivanka's waist as they stood on the sidewalk. Mnuchin wed his Scottish actress fiancée Louise Linton in front of President Donald Trump and First Lady, Melania, at the star-studded ceremony in D.C. It's the third marriage for ex-banker Mnuchin, 54, who is reportedly worth upwards of $300 million, and the second marriage for Linton, 36. An Edinburgh-born actress who has appeared in several Hollywood films. She was married to Hollywood lawyer Ronald Richards until they divorced in 2009. The pair exchanged vows on Saturday evening at the Andrew W. Mellon Auditorium on the National Mall. The 300-person guest list included Trump, Melania, Vice President Mike Pence, Ivanka, and Jared. The vice president officiated the couple's wedding. Jared and Ivanka arrived on a private bus reserved for wedding guests after they were earlier spotted leaving the Trump International Hotel, where the guests were being picked up. Ivanka opted for a pink dress that almost perfectly matched the bridesmaids' gowns. The first daughter styled her strappy dress with chandelier earrings and she had her blonde hair swept into an updo. Her husband Jared was dressed smartly in a dark tux and bow tie. Trump and the First Lady were spotted leaving the White House shortly before the ceremony. Their motorcade entered the wedding venue through a tunnel in the building. Melania was dressed in a sleeveless, pale pink Gilles Mendel silk chiffon gown. The First Lady wore Manolo Blahnik pumps and had her hair down in loose waves. The bride wore a custom dress by designer Ines De Santo, who reportedly flew to D.C. from Toronto in April to work on the gown. The design house described the dress as very grand. The bridesmaids were pictured wearing light peach-colored dresses with deep plunging necklines and sequin straps as they carried white flower bouquets. Mnuchin met Linton 4 years ago while attending a wedding in Los Angeles, the bride told the New York Times. At the time, Mnuchin was still married to his second wife, Heather DeForest Crosby. They divorced in 2014. After 15 years of marriage. It wasn't long before the Mnuchin and Linton started shopping for a diamond, the bride pointed out one she admired while they were visiting Art Basel in Miami a few years ago, and was thrilled when Mnuchin proposed with a similar ring. "It's quite an old-fashioned shape but I love it," Linton told Town and Country earlier this month. 3 years later he proposed to me with an oval ring just like the one we saw in the window. Mnuchin, a former Goldman Sachs executive, left the industry to lead the Treasury Department earlier this year. The newlyweds recently purchased a $12.6 million mansion in Northwest Washington where they reportedly plan to move shortly after the wedding.